Tipping the scales just about 3,000 pounds and measuring to 20 feet almost on the nose, tip to tail. 19 FBS Geo Pro by Rockwood, back in stock here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And man, did these guys right here have just a stellar debut. Now, the one we're looking at here in this video, I think is actually a pre-sold ordered unit for a customer, but it's got updates from previous generations that I really wanted to share. So 99% of the information I'm sharing here will still be appropriate. If you're ever curious, all you need to do is visit the link in the video description that says check for price and availability. You can see if we have one in stock, how it's equipped, and what we're asking, free of hidden dealer fees. We put our cards on the table and we don't charge you extra for the things this camper is supposed to have when you take it home. The optional equipment you might see here, like this has a solar panel system built right into it. It's pre-installed on the roof. It's actually located right above the slide house, just difficult to see from ground level. You see the bike rack up front, the jacket removable bike rack system. Those have become very popular in these little campers, and especially on the Geo Pro series. And I think that's because this is, in my view, this is the best boondocking, dry camping, straight from the factory travel trailer I've ever seen. Things like the built-in solar, when you put solar on it, you're going to want to have 2 batteries on it. That's part of the price tag at Haylett RV. We don't charge you extra, again, for the things this is supposed to have. Now you see that beautiful nose cap, and this is a narrow body, easy towing camper, by the way. So you're not going to get extreme headwinds. Now, also for towability's sake, the weight on this. This has the weight of teardrop travel trailers without having the inefficient shape of a teardrop. When something has that cool curvature of a teardrop shape, it looks pretty, but it's not functional. It's hard to have overhead cabinet space. It's got a very low interior height clearance. That's not the case here. So how did they keep the weight down? And the answer is it's an all aluminum skeleton. This is a purely laminated structure, and all of your lamination basically has double-sided Azdel, both interior and exterior. For those not familiar, Azdel is a material that can replace wood in construction panels of an RV, and it keeps it much lighter. It's waterproof, basically. Azdel components are literally just they're a resin, so they're not wood, so they don't soak up water. Wood is a water-starved material. It wants to soak up water like a sponge. This does not. It's lighter, it has better insulation. It's a noise dampener. And also, to keep the weight down, this runs on a different chassis from everything else at Rockwood. This is on a BAL chassis, which is an aircraft-style, very lightweight Z frame, not an I-beam. And what that means in English is that this is lighter but stronger from ground to roof. So a full pass-through storage in a little camper, that's a rare find. And they've done just an excellent job of it right here, giving you plenty of storage. And again, here's a good look at that all aluminum chassis that we have in here. The windows, you can see, are all frameless. They're all, tinted to keep the sun out. You don't have to worry about anything like that. You have seals right here that are protected under a UV tinted window pane. And if you can notice, you can actually see the reflection of my hand on this one. I don't know if it's actually showing up on video. Let me get on a shade side here. There you go. I mean, it's got a high gloss exterior, which is just fantastic. So our suspension, this has the same independent torsion axle suspension as any big Rockwood, just here in a smaller package. I like that we have all of our hookups in one nice little corner back here, and that is an outside shower with hot and cold water instead of just a cold water sprayer port only. All lights are LED, marker lights, tail lights, everything. This even has a nice little sewer hose caddy right next to your sewer stuff, so that you don't have to waste any of your outside sewer storage with your inside stuff, you know. So you can see the extreme vault on this roof. You'll see more of that inside. This is a very unique thing in the business. What they did here is when you laminate a roof, you can only add about a 2.5-inch arch, but this has a 5-inch vault to it. How did they do it? Well, they took 2.5-inch sections and spliced them together in the middle, and it looks like a jigsaw puzzle with teeth that fit right into place with one another. So it gives us a full walk-on, fully insulated roof that gives you more space and feel inside, but it's also stronger structurally because an arch will help support the box structure of this better than a flat linear roof. The Max Air cover on the bathroom vent, which sticks up here like a sore thumb, I'm glad it does because it's easy to see and easy to talk about now. This has a full-size Max Air vent fan like a luxury fifth wheel, but here it has it in a, you know, a much smaller trailer because, again, this is perfect for boondocking, dry camping, whatever phrase you want to use to it. If you're at a place where you cannot utilize that 13,500 BTU low-profile air conditioner, you're going to enjoy the 6-mile-an-hour breeze you get from this through your whole house. To give you an idea, 6 miles an hour, that's miles an hour rather, that's more than enough to blow out the candles on a birthday cake. So that's the kind of breeze that this can have pulling through it constantly. Now, this comes with a Coleman Camp grill system right here, which this feeds off those individual little propane bottles you can get from the camp store. But what's nice, again, it's a high output grill. Wind can't blow this out like a low output grill can. Now, if you prefer a different type of cooking scenario, they still include an outside quick connect here for other grills. This thing only does everything. And this is a small feature, but an important one I want to point out. The fact that this right here has front and rear stabilizer jacks, not just rear stabilizers. Now, this is not the only single axle camper that does that, but when you are in the nature of single axle campers, you actually will encounter rear stabilizers only, and you may have to spend a little over $100 to try to add the extra stabilizers on. Not the case here. And obviously you probably have noticed the steps. As opposed to a traditional step system, this has the MORryde step above system, which it is the most stable step system out there. You can literally jump up and down on it even without the stabilizer jacks out, and the body of this won't rock and roll around. I don't mind jumping on it, but I have to get so close that you can't really see the effect on camera, so it's kind of pointless. This is one of those things I encourage you folks, when you come and see a trailer in person, you step on that and you instantly go, ooh, oh, I like this. It's more sturdy. It's more stable. Now, again, this is made for dry camping. Like you saw the bike rack up front. Maybe these folks have a lot of biking in mind. Maybe they don't want to worry about their keys falling out of their pocket. Well, now you don't have to because it's got an easy deadbolt keyless entry system, and we have a friction hinged entry door, so the wind's not going to whip that. I mean, they've done everything they can. Everything in this has been touched up and upgraded. Nothing in this is base level by any extent. So stepping inside here, at first glance, it's kind of drab, then boom, all the lights kick on. They have more lights per square foot in Rockwood models than pretty much any other brand. That's one of the things Rockwood actually touts. It is lighter, it is brighter in here. I love the contrasting decor. It is carpetless, it is easy cleaning. You know, it's a 7-foot wide camper, but with the sofa slide, you get back the space and even a little bit more of an 8-foot body. And again, not using a fisheye lens. This has an extreme ceiling vault where even, okay, see these bad camera for a second, but these air conditioner knobs that stick down, walking straight up and down with a hat on. You can see that being 6'3", I still don't clip those, even my hat, you know. There's lots of extra headroom in here as a result, and that will translate to a little extra shower headroom as well. This is effectively the baby 2109S that we carry here at Haylett RV. That's a Rockwood Mini Lite. The only real difference there is that it'll have a north-south bed. This has an east-west bed. And no, they're not going to put a north-south bed in this because then you're back into a Mini Lite. This is designed to be smaller, shorter, less weight, you know. That's what this is for. An east-west bed accomplishes that. The sofa can fold down into a sleeper if need be. And just, again, the little touches that Rockwood puts in these here at Haylett's, like the extra cup holders and whatnot. I like that extra big drawer below the bed. You've got all kinds of great cabinet storage below that entertainment center there. Now this has a Wi-Fi Ranger system, which is effectively a built-in router or access point. But in English, if you're at a place that has park Wi-Fi, or you have like one of those little, you know, Verizon hotspot sticks or whatever, you can plug that into your camper here basically and make that thing work for you. And you can basically hook your mobile devices up to your RV to get stronger local connection as opposed to having to connect multiple devices to potentially skittish park Wi-Fi. So all-in-one entertainment. This is not DVD enabled. Fewer and fewer people are taking DVDs with them. I know they're still handy in some cases, and that's why they still have extra inputs down here where you can plug extra devices in if you are so inclined. This is a perfect camper, by the way, for a 12-volt television. They're rare, but it's, especially with that solar system on top to provide this with constant 12-volt. The only things this will not be able to run on solar would be just your air conditioner and the microwave. Everything else, you have either 12-volt methodology or you have a gas override like your water heater or your refrigerator back there. So this bright decor, it's actually a variance from what they were originally putting out on these, and I think it was such a smart decision. Lighter is brighter, brighter is bigger, and bigger is better. So it looks and feels bigger without actually having to be larger and more expensive and heavier. And I love the fact that they didn't put an oven in here. I think that was one of the smartest things they did. That's actually one of the things that we do here at Haylett RV and our Rockwood mini lights in the smaller models. We will forego an oven to give you all of this extra storage space here. Smaller campers need more storage, and I think that this is a really smart decision. And you can see there's even storage below this. You've got double big full extension drawers here. Everything's still plywood box constructed. And the little detail stuff I want to point out, guys. The part of the drawer that like you might brush with your hand, they actually bevel and round off this edge. They finish that edge. That costs extra time and extra money, but it also means that this is not going to give you splinters. That's the extra stuff Rockwood does that you don't always find in the business. Now again, better materials all the way through, like instead of a plastic sink, a nice stainless one. Better stuff all the way through. Pardon me. The recessed stove right here, that flush mount stove with the flush cover, it gives you the extra countertop prep space you want and need in this little thing. And even your overhead doors, just like a bigger Rockwood, like their fifth wheels, are still strutted so that they're self-supporting. You don't have to juggle them open with your head. Now this is an incredibly efficient use of space back here in the corner. It's one of the things I respect about Rockwood here at Haylett's. They're very smart. They're very savvy. They don't waste anything. You've got a 5 cubic foot gas electric fridge with a freezer pocket inside, so you do still have a place for, you know, like popsicles and whatnot. The door is purposely vented up here in the bathroom, by the way, because of that bigger bath fan. They do that on purpose so it can actually pull extra air through here. So again, when you're not able to utilize the air conditioner, you don't have to leave the bathroom door open to enjoy airflow. Now there's also a little folding table that stores right behind this sofa right here, so that give you a quick peek at it back there. Nothing really major earth-shattering to look at, but it can give you your nice little daytime dining setup. But you can also take that picnic table outside if you're so inclined. This is your inverter control for the solar system, by the way. And the bathroom, they even put some nice touches in this bathroom. Like you've got a nice foot flush toilet, which is great. Plenty of leg room here too. Now even your shower curtain has the nice magnet door system here, so it will grab and it doesn't want to flop around like when you're in there if you bump it with your elbows. But if I pull this back, you can also notice that this has got full protective shower wall surround paneling, and the skylight is positioned all the way against the edge so that you get maximum headroom between the vault and the skylight. You get maximum headroom in this little camper. Very nice for taller folks like me. If you're my wife's height, not so much. The bigger fan here, I've mentioned a few times. I just want to make sure I point that out. And just little stuff like every room having its own little, well, I guess you only got 2 rooms in here, but its own little light switches. And Rockwood actually giving you the little toothbrush and soap holders and a real medicine cabinet. Not just a mirror, you know, not a cheap plastic medicine cabinet box even. Something nice that they've constructed. This is beautiful. This lighter interior they put in these, this is beautiful. Oh, by the way, something else I forgot to talk about, because there's so much to talk about in these, is the nicer night shades you get in these, like a luxury fifth wheel or a diesel pusher. How cool is that? And they flat out block the sun when you pull them down. I like this little thing. This is well done. It is well executed. These are among the fastest selling travel trailers at Haylett RV. And keep in mind, I mean, geez, oh Pete's, we carry your Rockwoods, and they're part of Forest River, and Coachmans, and Jaycos, and Keystones, and Winnebagos. And these guys are some of the fastest selling, most popular things I've ever seen, ever. So, if you like what you see here, visit the link in our video description. See what we have in stock. Don't plan on it being there long. If we're sold out, if you don't see one on our website, that means we're getting more. We're not going to sit without these if we can help it. We order these by the half dozen or more at a time. And we still are generally sold out of them. The last 3 of I wanted to have a video of this 19 FBS sooner. The last 3 that we had ordered to just sit in stock here at the dealership pre-sold before ever arriving here. And I'm not sure this isn't one of those pre-sold ones, but eventually I had to just get the camera to this thing. So, take care. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy camping, everyone. Remember, Haylett RV only does everything, whether it's hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, or everything in between. Have a great day.